All right, Shabbat Shalom, everybody. How's everybody doing out there this morning on this beautiful Sabbath day morning? This is Meek Martin once again, and this is From Child Support Stress to Word of Yah Bless. Get the book, all right? Get the book so you can follow along, so this book can really open up your eyes to some things, okay? Get the book. I can't stress that enough. The book is not for my benefit. The book is for your benefit, all right? You know, I've been blessed beyond measure, and I'm continually blessed, rewarded, beyond measure. So, get this book. You men that are struggling, fighting with some things, get the book. You women that might be struggling and fighting, with some things. People that need answers, people that want to be, woke, people who want their eyes open. There's things right in front of us hidden in plain sight. So, we got to be aware. Our eyes have got to be open. And I'm just one of thousands, if not millions of vessels that's, been prepared and been through some things to be used by the master, for his use, to open up the eyes of the people that he loves, his children, those that are his. So get the book. All right. Now, today we're going to talk once again, 7 truths regarding child support. Okay. Everybody see that? 7 truths regarding child support. Page 21 in the book. Okay, so number 1, believe it or not, child support is not just for women to receive child support money. Men in America are custodial parents also, and this is becoming more and more common. A Hollywood actress that I'm not even going to go there to name, she was ordered to pay $20,000 per month in child support to her baby daddy. All right. So yes, this hits women too. I've said it before. I say it again. This hits women too. Women aren't exempt for this. It's just the majority of men. And your average Joe, it's going to hit him real hard. The reason why I say that, I've got a lot of flack for that in the past, but I don't care. The truth is the truth, and I'm going to speak it. The reason why I say it hits the average Joe hard, because there's, Hollywood people that's been ordered to pay, ridiculous amounts of child support for their child or for their children, right? But here's the difference. The difference is you hear about them paying child support, then next year they're showing off their brand new mansion somewhere. Their $15.5 million mansion, their $22.5 million mansion somewhere. So they're ordered to pay a ridiculous amount of child support, but evidently it's not hurting their pockets, because look at the way that they're flossing. Look at the way they're showing their yachts and things like that. I'm talking about your average Joe that's working a 9 to 5, making 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, maybe even $15 an hour. But yet he's ordered to pay thousands of dollars a month in child support, depending on what state he lives in, for one child or for, a couple of children. That's who I'm talking about. This should open up the eyes of those, those average Joes, all right, or even those average Josephines, that's just was barely getting by before they was paying child support. Now that they've been ordered to pay child support, they're really struggling, all right. But this information is going to help you. It's going to bless you, And next video, I'm definitely going to give my testimony of how much total in child support that I paid in a course of 17 years and 4 months. Okay, it even surprises me sometimes, but it surprises me. I'm not even gonna say it surprises me, because the Messiah has worked miracles all around me for the past 18 years. So it doesn't surprise me, because I know he can do whatever he wants to do when he wants to do it. I know he's able. I know when he do it. He's done it before, he'll do it again. But I'm just saying, to some of y'all that's struggling, it's really going to give y'all encouragement. But anyway, back to the chapter we're talking about today. Okay, number 2. This is 7 truths regarding child support. Number 2, no accountability has to be given on the part of the custodial parent receiving the child support money. The custodial parent can request to drain the non-custodial parent for more and more money when the money they are currently receiving is being spent on cars, boats, houses, breast jobs, booty jobs, clothes, hairstyles, new lovers. Yeah, Women spend money on their new boyfriends, have their new boyfriends looking good off of your money that's supposed to be going to take care of your kids, right? Partying, okay? And anything else but besides what it's supposed to be spent on, which is the child or the children. Okay, now I've heard it be said before that it's supposed to be spent on houses. It's supposed to be spent on cars, because when a man is paying a woman child support, those children or that child needs a decent place to live. That woman that's receiving the child support money, she needs a decent piece of transportation to get to and fro. Okay, that's what's said. But in cases that I saw, it ain't even like that. It ain't even like that. They could care less what piece of transportation they need to get that child or their children to and fro. They want a nice piece of transportation so they can floss. Come on, let's keep it 100. Let's keep it 100. You know, they want that nice house so they can floss. Okay? They want to show this new man that they got, look at what I got, baby. I'll take care of you. But they taking care of this new man on your dime. They taking care of this new man on your nickel. They taking care of this new man on your dollar. And I've seen so many cases that's so sad, that's made me sad and angry at the same time, because I see the children in lack. Children complaining about they don't have nothing to eat. Children don't have nothing to eat, but here it is, the woman that's receiving this child support money, she's bouncing up and down on this new dude's lap. That ain't right. That ain't right. All right? Okay, moving on. Number 3. Okay, the child support system tries to make men look like deadbeat dads because they were ordered to pay child support, and if a man moves on with his life in another relationship and tries to get his child support reduced, he is looked at as a traitor that is doing his current child or children wrong. Okay, you go before a judge and you say, Your Honor, I'm only making $12 an hour, yet I'm expected to pay $1,200 a month in child support. I'm trying to get as much overtime as I can, as my boss will allow me to get. I'm working 2 and 3 jobs. When I do pick up my kids, 9 times out of 10, I'm sleeping because I'm tired from working 2 and 3 jobs. Can I please get this child support order reduced? You looked at by the person receiving the woman. That's in the case of a man and a woman. A man's paying the woman child support, right? She's a custodial parent. You looked at as you're a traitor. They'll tell your child or your children, your daddy really don't love you, because if he really loved you, he'd be paying more money to take care of you. When that man is doing everything that he can to take care of his child or those children. But that man has got to live too. Okay? When it comes to visitation, he can't have a decent visitation with his kids in the wintertime if his gas is cut off, because he can't afford to pay his gas bill. Let's keep it 100. All right? Number 4, the child support system attempts to hold a man in bondage, because if he gets a small promotion on the job, they immediately attempt to take much more than a little bit more he or she is now making. So if you get a raise on the job, right, a promotion, right, where you're making a quarter more an hour, the child support system will monitor all that. Your ex, your baby mama, whatever, will monitor all that, and they will adjust it to where they're taking more out. But here's the thing. If you choose to take another job where you're making a quarter an hour less, but the hours are better, or it's just a better fit for you for a job, you know, sometimes our bodies don't stay intact. You know, you might have had a good job doing some type of physical labor, but, you know, your body just can't stand up to that physical labor anymore. So now you're doing something different where, you know, you're sitting down doing something. You still busy. You still got a job, right? But you can't do the physical labor that you was doing. So you're making a little bit less per hour than you was at this other job, right? Do you think the child support system is going to reduce your child support amount that you paying by a quarter less or whatever? You think they're going to adjust it because you're making 25 cents less an hour? No, they're not. But when you get the increase, they sure going to increase it. Number 5, when a man is first placed on child support, if he feels he is being charged an unfair amount, there's nothing he can do about it without a lawyer. It's very unfair because if a man needs to pay a lot of money to a lawyer to get his child support reduced, then why would he need to get his child support reduced in the first place? Barely making ends meet also, what do you have for savings anyway? In my case, and I know I'm not alone, I didn't have nothing to save. Matter of fact, I didn't have no such thing as a savings account. Now, somebody out there might have said, well, hey, brother, how come when you received your income tax, you didn't put something in savings? I didn't receive an income tax. All throughout those 17 years and 4 months of paying child support, it was set up to where I could not claim my child not once on my income taxes. Not once. Okay? So don't let you fall behind a little bit. You fall behind a little bit right when you think, you trying your best to catch up. Oh, you get caught up quick, because guess what? They're going to take your income tax money. So savings for a number of years, that was obsolete. I was barely getting by. I didn't have nothing to save since I had more going out than what I had coming in. Shoot, I didn't have a nickel or a quarter to put into savings. Okay? The struggle was real. All right? But the Messiah on my side was realer. Okay? He's the one who carried me through. Not nothing I did. Not me breaking my back working overtime. Not me having connections with certain people. And I sure didn't have no woman to take care of me. One day I'll bring my wife on here and she'll tell you, I didn't have no woman taking care of me, giving me a place to stay, making my child support payments. It wasn't nothing like that. That's not in me. All right. Number 6, child support collection is a huge business now in itself. Private companies have been known to make people sign misleading contracts, and the people trying to get the money find out that they have signed contracts that are unbreakable and designed to get over on the contract signer. Money collected for child support makes the pockets of the collector fat and not the one that hired a private collector in the first place. So there's the government agencies, the state government will connect people, right? Especially women, because, they're always going to be on the side of the women. Let's just keep it 100. There's rare cases where there's men, like I say, that, do receive child support from a woman or from women, right? But those are rare cases. But usually, statistically speaking, I've done the research. Not only have I been through it, I've done the research. Statistically speaking, right, a state will connect a woman with a private collector, right? That private collector is going to be making all the money. That woman thinks that, okay, I got this private collector, right, to get money, to get my money in child support that this man owes me. She thinks she's getting paid. She thinks the private collectors are doing her a service. They doing her a disservice because they ain't doing nothing but using you. Because you know why? Private child support collection companies and this was back then, so I'm going to say they were $1 million a year industry. Now they're probably close to, if they're not there already, $1 billion industry. Just off collecting child support. All right. Number 7, custodial parents have complained about receiving money slow or not receiving child support money collected at all from the non-custodial parent. Non-custodial parents have also complained that the money that they keep track of that they do send does not add up with the child support system's math. Child support system's math. Hello, I'm a witness. It's always going to be funny. You know what I mean by funny? Funny, I'm not talking about ha, 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 ho, ho, ho. Funny, I'm talking about it's never going to line up with your math. You can keep the math to a T. It's never going to line up with your math. Right? Sometimes when you think you caught up, no, our records show that you owe this. Wait a minute, I paid that. I should be in the plus, not the negative. How did this happen? Oh, well, see, we had these fees and we split this payment. We did this and that. It's always going to be excuse. Their math is never going to add up and line up with yours. It's not. You could have a pen and paper, have your calculator. You could be a brilliant accountant all day. It's never going to line up. And you can fight them all you want to. You're not going to win. You're not going to win. All right. They got the last say so. They're going to have the last word, period. So if they say you owe 500, when you feel you really should be receiving 500 because you should be 500 plus, you can fight it all day. You're not going to win. You're not going to win. Okay. The Most High will show you favor. If you do receive something, you know, the Most High is on your side. He will show you favor. But, you know, I'm just talking about in the natural. The way they got it set up, your math is never going to line up with theirs. All right. And the last one, number 7. Custodial parents have complained about receiving money slow or not receiving child support money collected at all from the non-custodial parent. Non-custodial parents have also complained that the money that they keep track of that they send does not add up with the child support system's math, as I was just saying. I have experienced both examples. I know that the money came out of my paychecks, and I have kept up with the amount that has been taken. A question to ponder on is, what is the money that is not sent for your child or children used on? If the child support system took $1 for a child support case, that's millions of dollars taken. Now probably billions. Think about what the government is doing. For every child support case, if they can just get $1, just get $1, right? Think of all that money that they have set aside somewhere. What's it being used for? It surely ain't going towards your kids, right? So what's it being used for? That's just something to think about. Like I said initially, you know, my job is, since I've been through this, is to testify, right? And it's to expose this system, right? It's to expose this system because, you know, we could complain all day that we shouldn't have to pay child support, this and that. That ain't gonna add up to a hill of beans. Nobody's trying to hear that. Nobody wants to hear your complaint. Your complaint is not gonna do no good anyhow, right? You can complain and plead your case all day. It's not gonna do no good anyhow. But what my position is to encourage you that if I made it through this system that's not right, you can make it through too. You know, the Most High, you know, I'm no special to him than you are to him. So if I made it through, you can make it through too. But it's just certain things that we need to be aware of, especially right now. I'm talking to the women. Ladies, you need to be aware of what's going on. You know, the government will have you falsely thinking that, you know, you don't need a man for nothing. All you need is his money. And the government is going to be, you know, these children's daddy, right? The government is going to take care of you. You know, we went through things like that, you know, back in the day, you know, back in the 60s and things like that, where, you know, they said that, you know, a woman that was on welfare couldn't have a man, and they even checked under the bed for a man's shoes and checked in the closets and things like that. You know, ladies, the government is not your friend. The government don't want to see you. They want to see you true enough, have power over the man, but they don't want to see you paid. They're not your friend like that. They don't want to see you get justice like that. They're just out for, you know, to bleed us men dry. That's it. Bottom line, to bleed us men dry. So, you know, we need to stick together, not just because men don't want to pay child support, but for the sake of raising these children. You know, generations coming up, children without daddies present in the home. Daddies that want to be present in the home, but daddies that can't be present in the home because the woman's mind is poisoned, that she's better off not having no man at all, just putting that man on child support and doing her own thing, having her boyfriend on the side that she can just use as her boy toy when she wants to be bothered. I got the house girl, I got the money girl, I got money in the bank girl. So when I feel like having a man over, I have a man over. But other than that, I don't want to be bothered. I don't need a man for nothing. No, that's not what's written. All right. It takes two. It takes two. It takes two. It takes two. So next time, like I say, next video, I'm going to be on more frequently on a regular basis now. You know, I'm just following, you know, the leading of the Spirit. I'm not trying to rush nothing, not dragging my feet either. But when I'm led to make these videos, you know, I'm going to make these videos. But, you know, please get the book. Like I said, not for my benefit, but for the benefit of my people out there that's struggling. you know, for the people of the Most High, for the people of Yah that's out there struggling, for the people of Yah that need to be educated on what's going on. Because the Messiah, he will be returning soon. He will be returning soon, y'all. So our eyes have to be open. All right. Our eyes have to be open. So we have to continually watch and pray. So be blessed. Enjoy the rest of this Sabbath day. And I'll talk to you again sometime soon. Love you. Be blessed in the Messiah's name. Meek Martin signing off. Shalom.